Did you know that just by tailoring your promotional offers, a Shopify store could potentially boost its conversion rates by like up to 300%? Seriously, it's not magic. It's just smart strategy.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're diving headfirst into something super important for any e-commerce business, the fundamental differences between your first-time customers and your returning ones. We're going to explore why really getting these groups isn't just, helpful. It's pretty much the backbone of selling successfully online. This deep dive pulls insights from a really comprehensive guide over at theshopstrategy.com. And hopefully by the end, you'll have a much clearer roadmap for promotions that don't just attract people, but actually resonate and build, lasting loyalty. And this deep dive, packed with strategies to supercharge your Shopify store, is brought to you by Growth Suite. Growth Suite helps you run smart AI-powered discount campaigns right there on your store, and you can test it out for free.
Yeah, that 300% figure, it really hammers home the potential, doesn't it?
Yeah.
At its core, customer segmentation is, well, it's basically about dividing your whole customer base into these distinct groups based on things they have in common, like characteristics or behaviors. It's definitely more than just a buzzword. It's recognizing that, not all customers are the same, and treating them that way, it can be incredibly powerful.
So it's not a one-size-fits-all game anymore.
Not at all. And the numbers really back this up. Segmented campaigns can drive honestly, a staggering 760% increase in revenue compared to those generic approaches.
Wow, 760%, that's huge.
It is. And the why behind it, it's pretty simple psychology, really. We all want personalization. We want to feel understood, valued, not just like another, anonymous transaction.
Like that.
So for Shopify merchants, getting this right, the benefits are genuinely transformative. You'll see higher conversion rates because your offers actually line up with where that customer is on their journey with you. And that naturally leads to better customer retention, right? Because those personalized touches build much stronger emotional connections to your brand.
Yeah, if a brand seems to get you, you're
Right.
more likely to stick around.
Exactly. Plus, it means more efficient marketing spend. You're not wasting budget on offers that just fall flat. And ultimately, it creates a much, much better customer experience overall. It feels, custom built. Tools like Growth Suite actually make this process even more powerful because they can automatically analyze visitor behavior and purchase patterns that lets you build these personalized strategies without all the guesswork.
Okay, that distinction really matters then. So let's unpack this. Let's really dig into the psychological differences between first-time and returning customers. Because if you treat them the same, you're definitely leaving money, or probably loyalty, on the table. Think about your first-time customers. They're kind of in discovery mode, right? Curious, sure,
Yeah.
but also cautious.
Definitely
They don't know your brand yet. So their main concerns are things like trust, product quality, the overall value proposition. Basically, is this worth my money? Is this legit?
Right.
A discount might get their attention, yeah, but what they're really looking for is reassurance. Some signal that taking a chance on your store is actually a smart move. And we know they're way more expensive to acquire, right? Like 5 to 25 times more than keeping an existing customer.
Exactly. That acquisition cost is a killer.
So their purchase drivers are all about reducing that risk, building that initial bit of trust. And often, their first order values are a bit lower, which is why things like a first purchase discount or maybe free shipping can work so well.
Precisely. Now, contrast that with your returning customers. These guys have already crossed that trust threshold.
Right. They've bought before, hopefully had a good experience.
Yeah, they've seen your product, felt the quality, hopefully got great service.
Yeah.
Their concerns shift completely. It's not, can I trust this store anymore? It's more like, okay, what else do they have? Or is it worth coming back again?
What's new? What's next for me?
Exactly. And they're way more cost effective to keep. But here's the really compelling part. Returning customers typically spend about 67% more on average than new customers.
67% more. Wow.
Yeah. And what's more, they're 50% more likely to try new products you launch.
Okay, so they're more adventurous with you once they trust you.
Totally. So for these customers, the drivers are different. It's about reinforcing the value that they already see, maybe adding a sense of exclusivity. This is where loyalty rewards, really personalized offers, that's where they shine.
It's fascinating, isn't it, how clearly these different mindsets demand totally different approaches. It's not just slapping a discount on everything.
Absolutely not. And a promotion that works wonders for a first-timer, like maybe a general 15% off, could actually feel, a bit cheap or devaluing to your loyal shoppers.
Yeah, they might expect something a bit more special.
Right. They expect recognition, rewards for sticking with you. You definitely don't want your best, most profitable customers feeling like they're getting the same generic treatment as someone who just landed on your site 5 minutes ago.
Good point.
The insight here is, look, you're not just selling products, you're cultivating relationships, different kinds of relationships.
That makes total sense. Okay,
Yeah.
so practically speaking,
Yeah.
how do you actually find these different groups in Shopify? Like, where does a merchant even start?
Well, the simplest place is right inside Shopify's own analytics.
Okay.
If you go to your admin dashboard, click Analytics, then Reports, you'll find something called the Returning Customer Rate. That gives you a quick snapshot, a basic health check.
Okay, basic numbers.
Yeah. To dig a bit deeper, you can explore your customer lists right in the Shopify admin. That lets you see individual purchase counts. And for folks who really want precision, Shopify has pretty powerful query tools. You could write a query to pull up everyone who's placed exactly one order, for instance. Bam, there's your first-time buyer list.
Gotcha. Using something like Shopify QL.
Exactly, Shopify QL. But it's important to know the limitation there. Those native tools, they mostly focus on past purchase history, what people bought.
Right. What already happened.
Yeah, they often miss the really crucial stuff happening before a sale, like browsing behavior, engagement signals, or even noticing when a returning customer might be losing interest before they actually stop buying.
Ah, okay. So it's missing the why or the what's about to happen.
Pretty much. And this brings up a key question. How do you capture those nuances? That's where more specialized tools really come into play.
Like Growth Suite.
Like Growth Suite, yeah.
Mhm.
They go beyond just purchase history. They track browsing patterns, how people engage with your site, even signals of purchase intent. That's super valuable for spotting those high-intent browsers who haven't bought yet, or maybe identifying returning customers who are showing signs of churning, likely to stop buying before they actually disappear.
Okay, so getting ahead of the curve, once you have that richer data, how do you actually build these segments in Shopify? It sounds like creating these mini VIP lists or something.
Kind of, yeah. In your Shopify admin, you go to Customers, then Customer Segments, and hit Create Segment. Pretty straightforward.
Okay.
For first-timers, you'd set criteria like customers who have placed exactly one order, or maybe customers whose first order was in the last 30 days.
So time-based, too.
Yeah, or you could get really specific, like targeting customers who haven't placed a second order within, say, 30 days of their first purchase. That's a critical group you want to nudge.
Right, the ones you need to convert to repeaters.
Exactly. And for returning customers, you might look for criteria like customers with 2 or more orders, or total spend over $200, or maybe customers who bought within the last 90 days and D at least twice.
So you can layer conditions.
Oh, yeah. You can get quite granular. You could even use Shopify QL for advanced stuff like return distinct customer.email, customer.orderscount, customer.total spent from sales, where customer.orderscount 2 and D, customer.total spent 200. Order by customer.total spent DSC, that would give you your high-spending repeat buyers.
Okay, that's getting pretty specific.
And that's just scratching the surface, really. Advanced strategies go beyond just purchase counts. Think about behavioral segmentation. That looked at how customers interact.
Like what pages they visit.
Exactly. Or purchase frequency. Are they monthly buyers or just seasonal shoppers? Or even their browse-to-buy ratio. How much looking around do they do before buying? Then there's value-based segmentation. Identifying your high CLV customers, the ones who spend the most over time. Or maybe figuring out who's really discount sensitive versus who buys full price.
So you treat the discount hunters differently.
Precisely. The most powerful stuff often comes from combining these. Imagine targeting high-value returning customers in cities who mostly buy accessories with a very specific promotion for a new premium line. Hyper-targeted.
Wow, okay.
And the real magic. Dynamic segments. In Shopify, these segments update automatically. Someone makes their second purchase, boom, they move from the first-time segment to returning.
So it manages itself once set up?
To an extent, yes. But you need to integrate these segments with your marketing tools, email, SMS, whatever you use. And this is another place where platforms like Growth Suite really add value. They use AI to analyze all that behavior and actually recommend optimal promotion strategies for each segment. Takes out a lot of the guesswork.
Right, so it's not just segmenting, it's suggesting what to do with the segment.
Exactly, helping you figure out which offers will actually resonate.
Okay, so we know who they are, we get why they're different, we've segmented them. Now let's talk offers. What do we actually give them? For first-timers, it's got to be about building trust, showing value quickly, right? Not just a race to the bottom on price.
Absolutely. Trust is paramount for that first purchase.
So for welcome strategies, a simple percentage off is common, like 15% off your first purchase. That works.
Mm-hmm. Standard but effective.
Or maybe free shipping thresholds, like free shipping on your first order over $50. That tackles a big friction point. Plus, it can nudge that first order value up a bit.
Good point. Shipping costs are a major barrier.
Another one I like is a gift with purchase. Offering a small sample or a little extra something, it adds perceived value without just slashing your price.
Yeah, that can feel more premium, more like a welcome gift.
And you implement these with specific discount codes. Maybe limit them to one use per customer, tie them into welcome emails, or use targeted pop-ups.
And this is where automation is just brilliant. Tools like Growth Suite can actually detect new visitors in real time, show them a personalized welcome offer right when it matters most, and even generate unique, time-limited discount codes for each person. Adds that little bit of urgency.
Create scarcity. Nice.
Beyond the offer itself, though, that whole first purchase experience has to be smooth. Think streamlined checkout. Shop pay, guest checkout options make it easy.
Fewer clicks, the better.
Definitely. And display those trust signals prominently, security badges, real customer reviews, make sure your site works perfectly on mobile, obviously, and be super clear about shipping costs and times early on. No surprises.
Building trust, brick by brick.
Exactly. One click at a time.
Okay, and connecting this to the bigger picture.
Yeah.
That moment after the first sale, that feels like a huge opportunity, one that maybe gets missed sometimes.
Oh, absolutely. Golden opportunity. Your new customer just took a leap of faith. How you follow up massively impacts whether they ever come back.
So what does good follow-up look like?
Start with a really thoughtful thank you sequence. Immediate order confirmation, clear shipping updates, maybe even some content about how to use the product they just bought. The goal is support the purchase they just made, ease any buyer's remorse.
Okay. Reassure them.
Right. Then, once the products arrive, they've had a chance to experience it. Then you can think about second purchase incentives. Maybe recommend complementary products. Hey, you liked X, maybe try Y. Or offer a limited time follow-up discount that feels a bit exclusive.
Timing feels key there. You don't want to push too soon.
Oh, timing is critical. Studies often show the sweet spot for encouraging that second purchase is usually somewhere between 30 and 45 days after the first order. Depends on the product category, of course.
Right.
And analytics tools, again, like Growth Suite, can help pinpoint that optimal timing for your specific products by analyzing your actual customer purchase cycles. It's knowing when to reach out, not just what to say.
Makes sense. Okay, so first-timers are about trust building. But returning customers, they sound like the real engine of the business, right? The lifeblood. This is where you deepen the relationship and unlock serious long-term value.
Absolutely. Retention is where sustainable growth comes from.
So for loyalty promotions, tiered reward systems seem popular, like bronze, silver, gold.
Yeah, they work really well. Each tier offers better perks, maybe free shipping always, early access to sales or new products, maybe even dedicated support.
And tools can help manage that, like tracking spend.
Definitely. Platforms like Growth Suite can automatically track customer spending, purchase frequency, and move people between tiers, triggering the right reward notifications, automates the whole process.
Nice. And what about personalization for these returning folks?
This is where it gets really powerful. Offers based directly on their past purchases. They perform way better than generic blasts.
Like product recommendations.
Smart recommendations, yeah. Since you loved X, you might like Y. Or even replenishment reminders. Hey, looks like you might be running low on Z. Bundle offers based on past buys.
That feels genuinely helpful, not just salesy.
Exactly. And AI-driven campaign engines, like the one in Growth Suite, are fantastic at this. They analyze individual customer patterns and can automatically suggest highly relevant products and the right kind of promotion for that specific customer. It's like having a personal shopper working for every single one of your return buyers.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But what about customers who drift away? Even loyal ones stop buying sometimes.
Yeah, that happens. So re-engagement campaigns for dormant customers are vital. First step is identifying them. Maybe no purchases in, say, 2-3 months. Or you see their email engagement dropping off.
Spot the warning signs.
Right. Then use a gradual approach. Don't hit them with a huge discount immediately. Maybe start with a gentle reminder like, hey, we miss you. Then perhaps ask for feedback. And then, if needed, offer a welcome back incentive like 15% off.
A softer touch first.
Yeah. And again, automation helps hugely here. Advanced platforms can trigger these re-engagement sequences automatically based on inactivity rules you set. Ensures you don't let potentially valuable customers slip through the cracks. Growth Suite's automation can handle that.
Okay, and what about the absolute best customers? The big spenders, the super loyal ones?
The VIPs. That classic 80-20 rule often applies, right? 20% of customers driving 80% of profit. For them, a dedicated VIP program is pretty much essential.
What kinds of perks work for VIPs? It has to be more than just discounts, I guess.
Oh, definitely. Think permanent perks. Maybe free shipping on everything, always. Extended return windows, exclusive early access, maybe even before early access. Sometimes personal touches like thank you notes or access to a private community or online events make them feel genuinely special. They're your brand advocates.
Treat them like gold.
Exactly. And you can manage this in Shopify using customer tags, setting up special discount rules, creating VIP-only email flows. For more advanced setups, platforms like Growth Suite can dynamically manage VIP status based on spending, frequency, other behaviors, automatically moving people in or out as their habits change. Keeps it accurate.
Okay, this all sounds great conceptually, but let's get into the weeds a bit. How do you actually implement all this stuff technically in Shopify?
Right, the practical side.
Automation seems key. Manual management sounds like a nightmare.
It really is. Email marketing workflows are a solid start. Sync your Shopify segments to your email tool, build automated sequences based on who's in which segment, and always, always A/B test your offers. See what actually works.
Test, learn, iterate.
Constantly. And managing discount codes is crucial too. Use limits like 1 per customer or minimum purchase. Use unique codes if you can for better tracking. And monitor their performance, which codes are actually driving sales.
Keeping track of it all.
Yeah, and this is another area where advanced tools are a lifesaver. Platforms like Growth Suite can automatically create personalized, time-limited discount codes for each specific customer based on their segment and behavior. The system handles generating the code, making sure it applies correctly at checkout, handling expiration, all without you lifting a finger.
That sounds like a huge time saver. No more spreadsheet hell managing codes.
Exactly. Reduces the admin burden massively. And while Shopify's built-in tools are good, third-party apps can really level up your game. Look for customer analysis apps that offer deeper dives, cohort analysis, predictive analytics, pattern recognition.
Going beyond the basics.
Yeah. And for the promotions themselves, look at apps for point systems, complex tiered loyalty, referral programs, things that Shopify doesn't do natively.
So you might need a few different apps.
Often, yeah.
Wow.
Or you find a platform like Growth Suite that aims to combine a lot of these capabilities, using its AI to analyze the behavior and recommend and execute the promotions within one system. It tracks sessions, product views, checkout steps, building that full picture.
A more unified approach. Okay. And finally, tracking. You got to know if any of this is actually working right.
Absolutely critical. You need to track your key performance indicators, your KPIs, things like conversion rates per segment. How do promotions affect average order value, or AOV? What's happening to your repeat purchase rate? What's the return on investment, the ROI, and the big one, the impact on customer lifetime value, CLV.
Where do you find that data?
Shopify Analytics gives you some basics in the marketing section and customer reports. But for deeper dives and segment-specific performance, more comprehensive reporting tools are needed. Growth Suite, for example, provides really detailed breakdowns and uses its AI to offer insights for optimization.
So the data tells you what to tweak next.
Precisely. It closes the loop. Okay. This is where it gets really interesting, I think, seeing how this plays out in the real world.
Give us some examples.
All right, first-time customers. There's this women's clothing boutique. They tested 3 different welcome offers, straight 15% off, free shipping over $75, and a free gift like a small accessory with orders over $100.
Okay, 3 common approaches. What happened?
Well, initially, the 15% off had the highest conversion rate. 4.2% of visitors took it. Seemed like the winner.
Makes sense. Simple discount.
But they track things long-term, over 90 days. And the free gift offer, even though its initial conversion was lower, only 2.8%, those customers ended up having the highest average 90-day value, $267. And their second purchase rate was way higher, 41%.
Wow. Compared to the 15% off.
The 15% off group only had a 22% second purchase rate and a much lower 90-day value. So the key takeaway, don't just look at the first sale. The worst initial offer actually built more valuable long-term customers.
That's fascinating. First impressions aren't everything. Okay, what about returning customers?
Right. So there was this home goods store. They used a platform, actually Growth Suite, to set up a three-tiered loyalty program. Insider, for anyone returning, got free shipping over $50. Collector, if you spend over $500, lifetime free shipping always, early access. And Curator, for the top tier, $1,500 plus spend. They got personal shopping help, exclusive stuff.
Sounds well structured. The results?
Pretty impressive. After 6 months, 54% increase in repeat purchase rate, 27% jump in AOV from those returning customers. Plus, they found 67% of the insiders were actively trying to reach collector status. And the retention for the top curator tier, 92%.
Wow, so it really motivated people to spend more and stay loyal.
Exactly. It showed the power of meaningful tiers, mixing practical benefits like shipping with emotional ones like exclusivity, and making progress visible.
Great examples. But what about common mistakes? Where do people go wrong with this?
Oh, there are definitely pitfalls. Big one. Discount dependency. Training customers to only buy on sale erodes margins. The fix. Use discounts strategically, mix them with value adds like gifts or exclusive content. Tools like Growth Suite can help by suggesting varied promotion types.
Don't become the constant sales store.
Right. Second, over-communication. Just blasting people with emails and SMS leads to fatigue, unsubscribes. Use frequency caps, maybe 2-3 promotional messages a week max, and adjust based on how engaged they are.
Read the room, basically.
Exactly. Third, segments that are too broad. All returning customers isn't specific enough long-term. You need more granularity. Regularly refine your segments. AI tools can actually help spot natural groupings you might miss.
Keep drilling down.
Yep. And finally, technical hurdles. Setting up complex rules can be tricky. Start simple, test everything thoroughly, and honestly, consider specialized apps like Growth Suite that are built to handle this complexity reliably. Don't try to hack it together if you don't have to.
Good advice. Start simple, use the right tools. Okay, looking ahead. This whole area feels like it's moving fast. What's next? What are the future trends?
Yeah, it's evolving quickly. AI and machine learning are the big drivers, no question.
How so?
We're moving towards predictive promotions. Imagine AI identifying customers who are at risk of churning before they actually leave and triggering a specific retention offer, or dynamic pricing adjusting prices slightly based on a customer's predicted lifetime value or sensitivity, behavioral triggers getting much smarter.
So the system anticipates needs.
Precisely. And platforms like Growth Suite are right at the forefront of this, using their AI not just to analyze past behavior, but to predict future actions and recommend the optimal timing and content for promotions. The system literally learns and gets better over time.
Continuously optimizing itself.
Yeah. We're also seeing much more advanced data integration, pulling data together from all channels, online, offline, mobile apps, for a truly unified customer view. All while navigating privacy regulations, of course. Using first-party data ethically is key.
So what does all this mean for you, the Shopify merchant listening right now?
Well, it means customer expectations are only going higher. They'll expect hyper-personalization that goes way beyond, you bought this, maybe you'll like that. They'll expect brands to understand their browsing, their wish lists, maybe even offer things based on their current context or location.
The bar for personalized keeps rising.
It really does. And at the same time, privacy is non-negotiable. So it's about transparency, being clear about data use, and offering real value in exchange for that data. Building trust around data is crucial.
So it sounds like the core idea, treat first-timers and returners differently, stays true. But how we do it is getting way more sophisticated, more data-driven.
Exactly. The fundamentals remain, but the execution is becoming incredibly nuanced. It's definitely an exciting time to be figuring this stuff out.
Absolutely. It's clear that really understanding and segmenting your first-time versus returning customers and then tailoring promotions smartly, it just drives immense value for Shopify stores.
Couldn't agree more. And maybe a final thought to leave folks with. The future of e-commerce isn't just about making the next sale. It's really about building an ongoing, personalized relationship with every single customer. So the question is, what steps will you take tomorrow to start deepening those relationships?
Great question to ponder. And this deep dive into Shopify customer strategy was brought to you by Growth Suite. Remember, it's an AI-powered engine that analyzes visitor behavior to deliver the right offer to the right customer at exactly the right moment. And maybe the best part, Growth Suite creates personal, time-limited discount codes that apply automatically, no copying and pasting needed for your customers, which is huge. Ready to really transform how you target first-time and returning customers. You can install Growth Suite for free with just a single click on your Shopify store and start seeing results with your very next visitor. Check it out.